Good day, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Darren and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. Now, it's been a while since I did an update on my tower project here in Atlantic Beach, Florida, North Florida. And the temperature is nice and warm today. We don't expect any kind of rain. So I have a couple of days off. I plan on making some progress. So I've already done my Hazer G2800 calibration. I just did that. If you haven't seen the video, I'll show you how to do that on the link above. I think it's in this location, or no, it's in this location. The camera's all reversed, so when YouTubers point, I'll be pointing in the wrong direction. Actually, it's over here, I think. No, shoot, whatever. I am confused where that link is posted. Somewhere above. Anyways, I want to make some progress today. Currently, I'll show you where I'm at now and what I plan on doing, and I need some suggestions on how to raise it up. I'm doing this solo right now, and I want to try to lift 3 sections by myself without the antenna and without the rotor all installed. Over here is the Stepper IR Urban Beam. I have it elevated so it's really not onto the ground, touching the ground. It's been neglected. There's a little bit of overgrowth of weeds, but I plan on trying to get this erected today in a couple of days. That's not good. I don't like having equipment antennas touching the ground there. But I got it elevated here because there are some holes in the bottom over here, so that moisture can seep out of it. That's why it's try to elevate it off the ground. So this is a tilting mechanism. There's some surface rust there. How it's going to tilt is I'll remove this metric standard. I don't know. Let me try this. I tried a standard. It didn't fit, so let me try metric. There you go. All right, it just to loosen it up. It is metric. That's to loosen it up. All right, you see it? It's twisting. I'm gonna remove this bolt. This is the one that's holding it up to pivot. There we go, okay. Bolts coming out. It didn't fit, so let me try metric. There you go. All right, it just to loosen it up. It is metric. That's to loosen it up. All right, you see it? It's twisting. I'm going to remove this bolt. This is the one that's holding it up to pivot. There we go, okay. Bolts coming out. You know what, this thing is heavy. It is heavy. I put the other section on there, I'm going to have to use 2 people or get a winch. It's going to be tough. Let me put the other section on here and see how long it is and how heavy it is. I'm usually organized. I have this labeled. I'm not sure what these were used for, these bolts here, but they got anti-seize on it. I'm using a Jet Lube SS30. I'm going to put it between these connecting poles for now. So when it's time to remove it, it'd be a lot easier to separate them. You know, it's been, I don't know, it would take several months since I did an update on this tower project, and then you forget where you left off. I've never put up a Hazer before. That stuff is all new to me. I don't have an antenna party here. It was like last minute deal. I got in last night and I said, you know what, let me put this up. Let's make some progress on this tower. Yeah, I might have to go by Harbor Freight and get me a winch. And then after we get the winch, where I'm gonna rig it around a tree trunk, I don't know. It's very dangerous doing this by yourself. When I test fitted this, I had a red tape here and then the red tape here, so I know that the holes will line up. Yeah, these bolts will work. That one didn't go all the way through. I'm not sure what bolts these belong to. I don't know if these were the tower bolts or the rotor bolts. And these, dang, this is long. No, these are not the right bolts. Let me go get another set. Alright, so I got a new set of tower bolts here. These are galvanized. And you see the difference? These are not the right ones, but these are. So I want to put anti-seize and then put them through the tower. Yeah, messy job. My hands didn't get all anti-seized. For now, just a loose bolt. Keep it loose. I'll tighten it up once everything is installed. So that's a thick one, and then here's the skinnier one, the skinnier holes. So there's 2 different sized, 2 different thicknesses when you're putting up the Rohn 25. All right, so that's just one of the legs. I got to do the other 2 legs the same way. So I got this arm here. I wanted it to be facing on this side, I guess. Gotta figure out how this is going to go. Yeah. So it's going to go mounted on here this way. The pulley's on this side. So when I raise it, it'll be facing in that direction. Okay, there's chances of losing these nuts and washers. This uses a nylon washer. I'm going to put everything in the middle. Okay, it's got to go like this because it's got to be facing outwards. Yeah, because you can do it on the inside, but I'd rather do it on the outside of the Rohn 25 tower. Okay. Here I don't need anti-seize because it's a nylon nut. All right, so I got it at the highest point, and I'll just use this to tighten it down. Okay, for cosmetic reasons, I'm taking these off. My markers. When I took them off, it took out the paint, so I'll have to repaint this again later. Okay, now this is the deal. It's really, really heavy. I tried to lift it, and I'm gonna go buy a winch. I'm going to need some help. One person to operate the winch, and then one person to lift, one or two. We need to lift the tower up to get it to a mechanical advantage. What I might think about doing here is put a, I don't know, 4x4 treated lumber and cement it in, and then have it elevated. So I'll have the tower right here, not the tower, but the mechanical advantage of the winch right here, and it's going to pull. I need to maybe attach a pulley somewhere towards the middle. So as you elevate it, you have an angle that goes up to a height of maybe, I don't know, 10 feet. And that way it'll be a whole lot safer. All right. I wanted to get a 4x4 by 16, and they didn't have any. So what I got here, this is the 4x4 by 12 feet, and I will be using this for the winch to give it some mechanical advantage as I raise the tower. So yes, it's late at night, and I went to my local hardware store and purchased this 4x4 by 12 and some stainless steel bolts. All right, this is the second day working on this antenna project, and take a look at my face. My sister's cat, we're watching her cat for a week, and I went to pick up the cat, and then it swatted me in my nose and on my lip. Don't laugh. So this is where we're at. I have the 4x4 by 12, and I bought my winch from Harbor Freight. Let me show you my winch. All right, this is my winch here. It's rated for here we go. I think it's 1,500 pounds. 1,500 pounds. It's a AC electric motor. And I'm planning on putting it on this plate here. And notice I got the plate, I have it backwards. I'm going to move this plate and I'm going to put it on the inside. And then mount the winch inside. The thing I see the problems are these cross beams. So that's going to be a problem there. I think to consider, I removed the plate down here. It's kind of too low. So I'm going to elevate the winch and the mounting plate at least maybe 4 feet. So I'm going to mount it right here. So that gives me some room. I don't have to bend over to work on the winch if I need to work on the winch for any reasons. Here I'm going to test fit the winch. I want to put the hook in the middle, so when this is mounted here, the winch is going to be on the inside. The wheel or the wire will run on the inside of the tower to this pulley. Okay, here's the pulley system, and then it's going to go down to the Hazer. There's a hole right here in the Hazer. That's where I route the wire, and there's the other hole right there. So let me run the wire real quick and see where that wire falls in the middle of the tower. This is the cable that is provided from the Hazer manufacturer. This is I forgot the name of the company. I bought it at the Orlando Hamfest last year. So I'm going to unravel this so it's not kinked. Alright, so here's the end. Now what I do is I'm going to route the very end through this hole right here. I got to run through 2 holes. That's the first hole. The second hole is on the top of this Hazer. That's where my thrust bearing plate is located. So this is coming on the outside of the tower. I'm going to loop it into the inside of the pulley, and I'm just going to pull it through. Okay, I see an issue with this already. I need to have this located closer to this side. So what I need to do is I need to swap this pulley hanger, move this towards this side, because if not, it's going to rub against the cross support struts on the tower itself. It's going to rub across this runner. So I removed it from here. Let me see how this is going to work out. I had to move this this pulley system right here. I had to move that down some, get it out of the way. So the run is coming this way. So this is going to be on the outside, and this is going to go on the inside. This one's going to go on the inside. So this is how I have to mount it. I noticed that my washer is rusting here, so I'm going to go to my Ace Hardware and get a replacement washer, since that's already rusting. You would figure this would be stainless steel. So I installed this out in the elements for, dang, I don't know, almost 6 months or so. Maybe since I last did the this tower project. All right, so I'm going to replace this one. Look at it, looks like it's brass. So I'll be right back and get a new excuse me, let me get a new one of these washer. Now I cleaned all the corrosion off the plate. So I got everything clean, took out all the corrosion. I'll put this back together. I'm just going to go ahead and put some anti-seize on there, so to minimize the corrosion. It's the washer. This shackle is actually going to be touching that plate, so I'm just going to put it on here. You don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it. This is how I'm doing it. Okay. Alright, so the wire is going to be running from the outside here, and it's routing around the pulley, and it goes on the inside. So I think this is how I'm going to mount it, just like this. Well, let's try this again. I'm holding the wire that's going to get from the outside, from the trolley, the Hazer, and routed the cable on the inside of the tower, Rohn 25. Okay, now I'm going to figure out where, since the cable is running through the middle, this needs to be on the inside. It looks like I will have to cut some of those rails, these cross sections, so that I can mount this. Just gotta figure out how. Okay, I don't think I need to cut this. There's a gaps right here. I had to go a little bit higher so it clears this cross section. So this wire in my left hand, this is the actual wire that's coming down from the pulley and from the top of the mast or antenna and tower, and this is my hoist here to pull. So I'm good with this. So what I need to do is find out where the center is, mark it, and for the meantime I need to test fit. I need to put this plate on, then mark it what's centered, and then drill the holes. Alright, so see how that's adjustable? I want to leave it loose. I'm going to mark the holes where I think the center is. Since the pulley is on this side of the tower, and I need to have access to release this free spool lever, I'm going to move it closer towards me, not directly in the center. So that's how I'm going to plan it. Let me see if I can actually pull this. I need a straddle. There you go. Yeah, I'm able to do it, so I'm going to have to mark where it's currently positioned. You notice the direction on how I mount this is I want these extension cords, or these cords, downwards for moisture, to prevent moisture from going into the motor itself. I forgot I had coffee. Now it's cold. All right, I got my Sharpie. I'm going to go like this. I have enough clearance here for my knuckles. Let's mark the hole. Remember, this was loose. I'm going to take this off. So this is loose. I'm just going to tighten this up. All right, cool beans. I'm going to finish this coffee. I just got a little bit left. There was grounds in the bottom of the coffee. I don't want to suck that up. All right, so I didn't have to show you how to cut it. I went ahead and cut it, and I think it's this rail that I was looking at. This is about 4 feet, maybe a little bit more now, 5 feet up. So that's fine. I'll put some anti-seize, some jet lube. I like the word jet. I wonder why. So here we go. Soak this bad boy with some anti-seize, almost like a corrosion prevention. I'm not going to do it here. I just put it on the top where the sheet metal and this piece of metal meet. The collar, yeah, let's put some in there on the U-bolt, but I just put it on the inside. It's a mess. Put that bad boy inside. Boom. All right, that's in. You know what I forgot to do? I'll put an anti-seize the bolts. Not the bolts, but the thread. Let's knock that out. Just bolt it in and not tighten it down all the way, because I need to put these sleeves underneath these little sleeves. Do it again. I think this morning, there was a lot of cheering early this morning. I think they had a marathon run at the beaches. Okay. You don't hear it now, it's over with. Good weather today here in Atlantic Beach, Florida. I may have forgotten to put anti-seize on the inner side of one of those U-bolts. It's this one there. Yeah, see, I forgot to do it. The time is now 11 o'clock in the morning. If you haven't noticed, I'm like the only one doing this by myself. It's okay. I document it. I work slow, methodical. So much for methodical. I should have done this one first. Take my time. Sometimes when you get hams over here, have a little pizza beer party or something like that to erect the tower. It's going to take a whole lot longer. I do a little at a time, making progress. So I think this is the best thing to do, is do it myself. And when I'm ready to raise it, that's when I'm going to need support, because someone to walk it up and someone to manage the winch controller, and it slowly bring it up. Alright, these bolts are just loosened where I can still make an adjustment to go up and down. And I want to get the winch now. We got this heavy winch. It's made from, I got it from Home Depot. Not Home Depot. What's the other one? Harbor Freights. Alright, looks like the bolts aligned. I want to round this plate as high as I could. Give me some clearance here for my knuckles. Okay, the bolts aligned. That's good. Let me tighten down the mounting plate. This is the one that I'm going to have a hard time to reach. Got to find a wrench for that. That's a size, it's a 1/2 inch. Fair enough. It's tight. No, I'm not going to put anti-seize in between these two pieces of equipment and the plate, but I will put some on here, on this bolt. Let me test these bolts out. This nut. Yeah, I just can't feel it. It's not biting. There we go. That's just nice and snug. And I hope you guys are enjoying this video, because I'm enjoying making it and making progress. Can't find good. Found it. One more, and then I'll tighten it down. I should have wallowed this one out. This one, gotta find a correct size. It's 11. Let me see. Is it 12? Size 12. 13. Yeah, it's a 13. I need to find a wrench. Hold up, this one, 2 sockets. So I'm using this, I'm just holding it so it doesn't turn on me. Since this has a lock washer, it should be nice and snug. There you go. That'll work. This is not going to work good. I can't get a good mechanical advantage. Here's an angle. I'm going to have to find some wrenches or something. Yeah, I can't get it in there. Improvise. I got some vice grips and a wrench. Vice grips. A wrench and a what do you call these? Adjustable. Oh wow, that's nice and tight. Okay, good. Okay, the last one, the tower's cross section is blocking the access to the nut, so I'm using this adjustable wrench just to tighten it. Fair enough. This is where I'm at so far. You know, I think I need to buy 2 winches. Damn. Alright. Because this winch is going to be mounted and that's going to be permanent. I don't want to be removing it and then moving it to the other on the pole, the 4x4 by 12. Okay, so that wire is going down the middle. That's going to connect to the hoist, this here on the winch. All right, that little hook. Here's the pulley. Okay, the pulley. And that's nice and stout. Now, to make further progress, what I think I need to do now, because I can't do anything else here, I need to raise the tower. So once the tower is raised, then I'm able to put my rotor. The rotor's right there on the bench. Attach the rotor. Well, before I attach the rotor, this is my thought process. Put the post right here in the ground. All right, we're going to go 3 feet deep. I'm going to put some guy ropes on the back end of the post, so when we raise it, it doesn't tilt it over. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Get that post, plant the post here. That's 12 feet. I'm going to go down 3 feet. I'm going to put some guy ropes on the back. You know, I'm going to screw 2 eyelets and then tie guy wires down. And so when I raise it, it's not going to pull the post over, right? I'm going to have 2 guys going back behind it. So I need to tilt it up first. Tilt it at a 45-degree angle. I need to mount the Yaesu 2800 rotator while that's mounted, and this is at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to take this, my urban beam, I'm going to route it underneath this tower section and then mount it right here. What I'm going to put later on top of this post is I'm going to put a 2-meter 440 antenna. So let's work on digging a hole for the post. Okay dokie. I have a grounding rod here, so I'm going to go just beyond it. I'm going to put the post right here. and make sure it's squared so that I want to put a pulley on top of the post. So I'm just going to go 3 feet deep. Okay, I just came back from Harbor Freight. I bought me another winch. Yeah, I spent another, whatever, $169 plus tax. So this is what I did to this. This is the winch plate here. I put it on the wood to give it some support. And I added some washers in the back. I didn't want to put another metal plate, so I just added some washers there. Those are all stainless steel. And I hope this is a stainless steel. I think it is. I bought this off of Amazon. SUS 304. 304, right? 304 stainless steel. Wow, this is nice and smooth. Freewheeling. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the top here. And I got some stainless steel 1/4 inch. These are 5 inches long. And I'm going to drill right through it and attach it before we put this post in the ground. I hate that. I hate when that happens in this El Cheapo drill. So I got it there. Yeah, I just tried to drill it as straight as I could, so I get a little bit crooked. But I put a flat washer. I didn't feel like putting another plate in the back. And that's it. You know what? The sunshine is gone. All right, so this is my 12 feet of 4 by 4. Yeah, 4 inch by 4 inch square, 12 feet post. Damn, this thing's heavy. I have a square. As I start filling it up, I'm going to continually verify it's all plumbed. What I also need to do, which I forgot to do, let me take this out. I need to put one eyelet on the top, and I'm gonna tie it to the guy wire. So as I raise it, it doesn't put too much tension onto the post. At least I have at least one guy in the back. So let me take this back out. All right, these eyelets, these are not long enough if I was going to drill straight through, and this is too small. I've ordered something on Amazon. Let's see if it gets there tomorrow. But for the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put the post in the earth. Do you know them? Okay. For the meantime, I gotta get something to wedge up inside there and start. You know what? I'm just gonna start throwing some sand or soil in the front. Improvise. Get a brick. it shifted a little bit, so gotta check plumbing. You might be asking, why don't Darren put cement? Well, I wanted this to be able to be removed in case I get trouble with the city. Because I didn't get a permit for this post. All right, so the plumbing's right here, the bubble. It's nice and centered there. And left and right, I need to push. Okay, center there. All right, I'm gonna water it down like when you water your grass. This is a special water. That pump you heard is the well water. That's what I'm running here. Well water. I don't want too much water. Is this a good idea? You know? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think? My reasoning putting well water here is all the gaps in between the soil will seep down and make it more compact. That's my reasoning. And I'm going to saturate the grounding area. This is my ground rod right there. I'm just checking plumbing one more time. Okay, good. This one's not good. Well, it's not going to matter. Once it's up, I'm going to screw in some guy ropes in the back, and to prevent it from tilting over. All right, so the thing that I'm concerned about now is the hoist. So here's the hook. I got the second winch mounted onto the post. I got to route it through the pulley that's up there. The pulley, and it's going to go down towards the middle of the tower. So I need to go up, climb the ladder, and remove the pulley, route this the hoist through the pulley and back down, and then retighten the pulley back. You know, it's getting cold. It's overcast skies. This pole is moving. Yeah, I'm gonna need, I plan on putting perhaps 2 guy ropes going down. All right, I gotta remove this pulley. I need a wrench to the other side. Number 17 metric. I don't have a 17. Yeah, see how shaky it is? I gotta put some guide on it. All right, man. It's going on 6 o'clock. I've been here, I don't know, for about 9-10 hours. So here's what we got. We made a lot of progress. This is day 2 of this portion of this video. I bought 2 winches. Okay, I didn't want to take off the winch, relocate it. I said, what the heck? Let's go ahead and buy the second winch. Maybe perhaps once I got it raised, I can take this off. Not really. I gotta take that all off. I'll just leave it here. I'll just cover it. But here we go. We got the winch to the pulley to the hook, so I can pull this. All right, and then tie it onto the strap. As a person lifts it, another person, the second person on the controls of the winch, will raise it to give it that support. And we can use these, those, whatchamacallit, the horses as support. As it's going up, move the horses over in the event if this gives way. Cool. So let me stop this video and I'll see you in the morning. All right, day 3 on this part of the antenna project. You may have noticed that I'm probably wearing the same clothes. That's because I am. And by the way, I do wash it. I've been washing it every day. Nice and cool out here today, overcast skies, not much sun, put a little bit of light sunscreen on. Not unlike yesterday, I just caked that bad boy on. I look like a white ghost. And took out the Band-Aid. You can see where I got scratched by the ferocious feline, my sister's cat. I love cats, but now I hate them. Good morning, having my morning coffee. So, I'm going to install the eyelets for the support guy wires for this mast, so it doesn't give too much tension to the top. You know, when I'm lifting it, it doesn't tilt over. I don't have any cement in the post, so I'll do that. I'm going to drill, lay down 2 or 3 guy. I'll try with 2 first and see how that works, and attempt to do a lift, maybe a little bit of lift. I'm only one person, so I'll move the tower a little bit and then put it on the horses, raise the winch, the hoist, move the tower a little bit, and then move the horses. That's how I want to do it for a single person. All right, what am I thinking? Laying down 3 guy wires. I'm thinking put one here near the top, or maybe here, and then put another one right here. So the top one will be more of like going sideways at a 45-degree angle, and then the one back here will be going straight back. That's my thought. All right, well, anyways, I want to do 2 holes. One towards the top, and then one's right here. Let me take a look and make sure I drill through it. I'm not going to hit anything. I got my extension cord up on top. Okay, got that leaning against the ladder. Okay, cool. Yeah, flimsy on top. Right there. Somewhat centered. You know what? I'm just thinking. The hoist is going to be on this side, so I'm going to have to change it up. I'm going to have to put a guy going this way. Eyelet here, and then one eyelet here. Kind of offset a little bit. So that's changing my game plan. Right here. Centered, right on a knot. All right, Guy. Hey, Guy. I'm just going to come in at a 45-degree angle from the where I got those hooks, the eyelets. Come down, just eyeballing it, you know. And let's see, is this one working? Yeah. Can't see, it's too bright here. Can't even see if I got audio. Just making sure we got audio. All right, so we got 45 degrees angle. I eyeballed it there. I'm using a measuring tape. So I'll sit here, look up. Imagine it coming down 45. I'm going to say 8 feet. So I'm just going to put this here. I got a I don't know what to call this. A guy stake, I guess. All right, so I got some leftover guy wires that I had from my previous projects, and I'm gonna measure this out. I think this is good enough. So I just measure this out, and then I'm gonna attach some clamps to it and clamp it onto the eyelets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it somewhere in the middle here so that I can use a turnbuckle to tighten it and loosen it. So right around here somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, that's nice and stout, tight. All right, I got the turnbuckle attached. So I'm on the bottom side where the hook is at. I'm pulling it nice, giving it a nice tension. I'm just eyeballing it here and where I should cut it. Cut it right here. And you got to be careful because this thing will slingshot back. All right, it's slingshot that away, right? I'm safe. You know what, I made a mistake here. So how this works is I need to actually route this in the loop. Or I don't want to use two turnbuckles. Yeah, I'm going to route this through that loop and then tighten this down. Okay, now I got the turnbuckle attached. And the correction I made is I went ahead and made a permanent fixture on the eyelet there, on the anchor. I'm going to do the same thing for the remainder 2 guy wires. Now I have 3 guy wires. Since I tightened it up, it's kind of leaning towards the back end. So you got an eyelet there. That's one of the stakes. Here's the other stake. Okay, you see all 3 of them. And I got turnbuckles somewhat towards the middle. So when you're walking here at night, you'll see something there. Okay, so I haven't put on the rotator yet. I'm going to test lift it. So I have this strap. It's rated for 3,300 pounds. I'm just going to wrap this around the tower. Get the winch connected to this. And there it is. It's about 2 feet long. Okay, here we go. We're going to test the winch. I got the electric connected to it. The power AC. I have the control box here. Oh, it's not locked. I got to lock it in. Okay, it was free spinning. All right, so this is when you're going to need two people, because if you're going to raise it, you're actually pulling the tower to the base. So and get some slack. There's some slack. So this is when you need two people here as you're raising this. This bad boy's heavy. Yeah, I'm gonna do it a little at a time. Okay, you gotta be careful. I can't be under there in case this line parts. That's a safety thing. I just thought about that. See, slack. There's a lot of tension on that. I actually got to lift it more. Yeah, see if I can lift it and then somebody else can put that in there. Man, somebody's smoking some weed. I can smell it. Oh, shit. Yeah, see if I lift it, someone can move that over. Let me go ask my mom if she can move this over. All right, my mom's here. She's gonna help. I'm gonna lift it by hand. All right, move it. Keep moving it. Okay. Down. Okay. Put the other one. Move the other one. Put it close to it. Okay, I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna lower it. Stand clear. Get out, get out. It's gonna snap. All right. I got some slack. You see that? There's some slack. I'm gonna raise it. Okay. I gotta make sure this is pulled. Okay. Tight. Mom, can you help me again? I'm gonna push it. Keep putting it underneath. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Go. That's good. Put the other one. That's my backup. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Get out. It's gonna fall. It's gonna snap that plastic. See? See what I'm talking about? That's why you get out of the way. Here we go. Okay, it's not. All right. Let me see.
Maybe you need to put it up.
Okay, move it. I got a lot of mechanical advantage. Okay, that's good. On the control, push the up. The right. Just push it. Push it up. Yep. Hard. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Stop.
Stop.
Oh. There you go.
This is the one you're looking for.
Go this way. Yeah, you can't do this with a one man. You gotta have two people job. All right, so wow, I saw that the post was flexing, and the post was flexing, and let me show you that the guy is now loose. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to do some changes, because if you see the guy got pulled out from the earth. I saw the wood was flexing, so it's not a good system right there, but it's up, and that's it for now, I guess. The post, it moved a little bit, so I gotta take out the slack. All right, so this is what we got now. I got the bolts secured. I just need to tighten it down. I got 2 winches. There's one. This is the second one. The second one is for the tram, the what you call that, the Hazer. All right, let's continue this video. I know it's very, very long, but I'm reaching to a stopping point. But first, I took down the guy wires and the stakes in the ground. Maybe perhaps I'll plan on cementing that because it uprooted. I removed my strap already. I'm gonna take this down. I'm just gonna shake it, lift it off, and disassemble this. I need to put it in the cement so prevent it from lifting, because I think it lifted, or at least it pivoted. So I need to get cement for those anchors and cement for this post. Put some gravel on the bottom so there's a little bit of drainage, kind of like you're putting up a tower. I've raised the Hazer to the top because I'm getting ready to cut the wires. So take a look at the Hazer. It's all the way to the top. There's the Hazer. All right. So I have it all the way to the top, and what I'm going to do is I need to cut it. I need to cut that wire. I'm going to stand on the ladder. I need to cut the wire because this is going to attach to the wire that the Hazer is attached to. So when I lower it, it's going to bring the Hazer down, and it's going to extend this, my reel. So let me go to the top and cut that wire. Okay, and I'm going to put a nimble and some clamps. So let me show you what I'm going to put on there. This here is a nimble. However, damn, it's too small. Okay, it dropped. So it's too small. So I need to get a bigger loop because it's not going to fit the hoist. Let me show you. The hoist is it's pretty dang big. Here's the hoist. All right, so putting this through, see how it doesn't go in all the way. So I noticed that. This is too small. I'm going to have to go to the hardware and get a bigger one. Support your local Ace Hardware. All right, so I got 1/8 inch thimble, and it fits. Let me use this hoist. The other one didn't want to fit. So look at that. Can you see it? It fits all the way down in the middle. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me cut the wire and attach this. Bringing some tools up to the 10th floor. There's the hoist. Where do I want to cut this? I'll cut it right here. Because right now the Hazer is all the way to the tippy top. Man, I hate some seagulls. All right. So if I'm going to put it here, I'm just going to round it out here and cut it right here. I'll pick that up later. I don't even know where it went. Here it is, I see it. So this is the hardest part, man. Get these snips here to cut this wire. I need to get sharper ones, I guess. A sharper diagonals, because this ain't cutting it. How you like that? This ain't cutting it. All right, cool beans. We got the power hooked up. All right, right there. Let me get this controller. So this rope right I have here, this rope releases the mechanism for the Hazer, so it doesn't free fall down, okay? So what I need to do is I'm going to raise it. Let me see, there we go, it locked in. Okay, getting tension. Raise it. Okay, I pull this and then bring it down. There's a safety mechanism right there. That's a safety mechanism right there. So if it happens to fall, it'll stop. Well, what do you know? There's lessons learned. Improvements. I gotta make improvements on this. Okay, I loosen these bolts. I'm gonna disassemble this. So shake it loose. It's very heavy. Yeah, I think once I put cement down on this and cement the anchors, I think this will be a lot better. All right, guys, this is the end of my video. So this is where I stand right now. The tower is raised. I got the Hazer to go up and down, and I think my cord or my line that goes up to the pulley for when I put up another antenna, like my 80-meter double bazooka, it might be short. So I got to take a look at that next video. Some improvements, what I need to do is probably cement the 4x4 by 12 in the earth and also cement those 3 anchors to prevent it from uprooting when I'm raising the tower. Yeah, overall I'm very happy with my progress today. It took 3 days of my days off here in Florida. By the way, I even mowed the grass. So I cut the grass, it's all nice and even now. So I didn't get to put the rotator on. Perhaps that's on the next video. I'm very close to installing. I need to install my 2-meter 440 vertical antenna on this pipe right there on top of the Hazer. And the stepper IR urban beam. Mount that on here. And I've already calibrated the controller so I know which way is north and south. And that's it. This is 3 sections, so maybe 35 feet up. It's pretty tall, you know. That's it, guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you like my video. I know this video is massively long. 3 days worth of video. I'm showing my progress on my antenna tower project. My name is Captain Darren. My ham radio call sign is N4VFR. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next project. Maybe, I don't even know what part number this is. Part 7, I guess, part 8, but 73s.